me to the corner, please.
So you open the story for us. More voice note that one body who baby a copa.
Some happened here on
Okay.
Hits FM. I mean, bits and pieces. In fact, the whole controversy or the whole issue started with West Coast. That is Alodia's junior brother granting an interview with Ohima Asante. And I think the podcast is yet to be released. But as the snippet of it got out, when I think it was on her Instagram, and people started recording it and sharing it across other social media platforms, where in the video is West Coast is seen or heard saying that rumors of sabotaging Stonebwoy is not true. There are rumors that they plan to sabotage Stonebwoy, and it is not true. They actually made an effort to reach out to Stonebwoy's camp to get Stonebwoy booked, I think in October and also March. And the March date is on the 8th as well. So they made plans to get Stonebwoy on the show. I don't know where the word sabotage is coming from, because to the best of my knowledge, I've not heard anybody officially from Stonebwoy's camp saying that they are sabotaging them. I've never heard it from Chief. I've not heard it from Stonebwoy. But the caption, and I want to read the caption on Ohima Asante's IG when she posted the video. And she's the one that used, she said that there are 2 shows happening in London and it's giving sabotage. I want to read the exact caption. It says, let's talk about it. Ghana events lined up. The events are clashing and it's giving quote and unquote sabotage. One-on-one conversation with West Coast Entertainment. That is a the first part of the 3 event organizers that are putting together Ghana Independence event on 8th March. Full conversation out this week. That is what she put out. So the word sabotage, to me, dear, maintain from the Stonebwoy camp, and I've not also heard it from the event organizers. But for the purposes of this discussion, we have to get into it because something happened here on Hits FM. I don't know if Tiliwa follows our conversation now.
Yeah,
And what dude, come and help me out because I want to.
Okay, Don, and I friend Don.
Dennis Akwaba.
And then I heard Chief Styles too, but I heard the Dennis one more. I want to hear where it started from.
Oh, so you did not follow the conversation, sir?
No. I think it happened on a day where something else was going on.
Oh, okay.
So I think when I saw it, it just took my attention. That other thing took my attention. But the story itself, I've read it online. But I want to hear what somebody said to trigger that reaction I saw on the Dennis one, because I saved it. He said you get receipt all. We'll show receipt all. So I was like, hey.
This issue, This issue, for really get into
But my thing is, so the lady where puts the sabotage inside make it can't turn problem.
True.
It's giving sabotage. So that is her editor. That is her inference into the matter.
On version, because I mean I don't know if Adam you heard or you heard any of the camps use the word sabotage.
You just play the voice.
I'm trying to get the voice to play, and what do you come and help me again? I'm trying to get the voice to play. It's not. I think we might have to get it into another folder for it to play. Anyway,
I think Dennis wasn't happy of the word. I mean, in the interview with Hits FM, I think Dr. Pounds or McQuay,
it was with
McQuay. I think something like that came up. I mean, and I really, in a conversation, I sensed some anger from Dennis Akwaba UK that they are trying to say he's sabotaging. I mean, because they don't know do they know the number of years he's done his, Independence Day events over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, since the 90s. So he thought it was unfair for people to use the word sabotage. So, we can listen to what he said on
Okay.
on that interview with Dr. Pound. Hey, Mercury.
Okay, let me see if I can get it to play it now. This is Chief Styles, manager for Stonebwoy.
On the 3rd of January,
Right.
when Casey made the call, he was in Ghana by then.
Right.
So me, him, Stone, we sat down and he presented what Dennis said. So right there, Stone called Dennis like, oh, senior, this is what Casey is telling me. Why? What have I done to you? And where can we meet? So we talked. So we quickly, jump in the car. We went to, he was having an event in Osu, Cox Lounge. We went there. We sat in a meeting with him. And then he was like, oh, Stone, I felt disrespected from some time. We clarified it. Right there, we spoke, had a good conversation. And then he even said, I was there, right there, sitting next to him. He said he didn't know that Stone had announced his event. And he was going to also announce his event on the same date. But he's getting to know now, so he's going to go back with his team and then fix it, maybe choose a different date. And Stone even proposed, okay, I would gladly want to be part of it, so maybe I can come in and support as a surprise guest. We spoke, had a very good conversation. There's a video to that effect. I saw people share it. I think I posted it on my Snap at that time, so people grabbed it after the meeting. So clearly, you could see that it was planned. And before that, I was told that even this was the plan. And I'm like, bro, when you do this, you are more or less trying to put the heads of the artists together. Stone is very good friends with R2Bs. Stone and Mugis are very close.
Yeah.
Payday, me and Mugis, he loves me. He's somebody that I respect so much. He's a legend. I respect him as a brother. And when it happens like that, then you make the fans to feel like, oh,
something they happen between the artists and things.
Which is, yes, exactly. It's not supposed to be like that, bro.
Oh, hold on to this one. I've still not heard the word sabotage.
tour. After nothing wrong with you doing an album tour, Casey fully knows. And Chief, you contacted me on the 4th January 2025. That's when you guys made contact to me. I've got the evidence. That's when Stonebwoy came to see me. I've already booked my venue long time ago. Okay?
But our booking
I've already made plans
way
to do my event long time ago. An event, let me educate you small, Chief. I've been doing Ghana Independence for the culture since 1998. I've come up against many competitors. I'm still in the business doing the same thing. Many generations, many experts who are living here right now in Ghana have been through my events. So be very careful of what you're saying. Name the place, the time, and bring KC and bring Stonebwoy and bring the evidence that you've got, right? Especially messages from Stonebwoy to me. I want you to bring that. Don't be sitting on radio and be lying to Ghanaians. Okay?
This is Hits.
Definitely, this is Hits. All the biggest stories, it be here where it will happen for. If it has to do with entertainment, it be here where it will happen for. Means, so you can even say, I'm listening to entertainment, and everybody knows you are listening to Hits. Simple and titia. Hey! If I want to see, hey, as a day here where I keep quiet like that, you people for no say information day.
What it go? I mean, share some of that, like Facebook.
No. I'm not going to share it on radio today. What I would rather do is use this. What I would rather do this morning is use the platform to preach peace, because it's supposed to be Ghana's Independence Day, a day of freedom, liberation, a day of peace. Because listen, one great philosopher once said that the reason why we fight is for peace. Guess who the philosopher is? DJ Slim. Guess who? Thank you very much. And I mean, to think of it, it is true. The reason why we fight is that we want peace. We don't fight because we just love to fight, because there's something happening that we just don't want it to continue. So for make sure to correct them. And I'm sure that is the reason why Camp Beam and the event organizers, the 3 event organizers, are locking horns when it comes to this. And I would want to use this morning's editorial, my semi-editorial on this, to preach peace. Yes, Akwaba, UK, West Coast, and Alodia, they've been doing these events for long on the said date. And it's not specific, say 8th March, no more, they do it around the independence. Depending on where. So if it falls on a Monday, the weekend of that, or Tuesday, the weekend of that, they always have events going. And this has been going on for long. What people don't even know when it comes to this is that sometimes West Coast and Alodia will team up and be doing their independence event, and Akwaba UK will also be doing their independence event, like differently. So this is the first time they have come together. And no, me baso.
Even if program here or hits premises, that's about who air will be our that's a way we be that's a obi our audience are promoted to our. Why is it?
Exactly. So now the problem comes in when the conversation is around the market, the Ghanaian market in London or in the diaspora, especially UK. Omoya Dodo was saying their attitude towards events is saying, you get it, and how big would, or how many artists would you need to command those numbers that we're talking about?
That is the crack of the conversation that they
Exactly.
are using to look at, but are now pinning each other against themselves. Because events here, me and you, we are not. You don't own my pocket. I don't own your pocket. The ground is not for you. So if there is audience that I think I can reach, and you have audience you can reach. Why is there a problem? But they know that they are sharing the same audience, and that is why they are peeved. And the problem then is, how are we able to,
people have united.
Yes, or how can we, as whether promoters or as artists, grow our fan bases out there? That is where the conversation should fall mostly, because I know that, as you just mentioned, there are other events going on there, but I'm sure they know their capacity, they know the kind of audience they are targeting, and they are doing their promotions to them. So they are not concerned about who is doing a mega rave or something.
Yeah.
So the basis of this conversation,
the main Zabangbanize of the subject.
The main Zabangbanize of the subject, we say. Therefore, think of how them go expand the base of event goers in that London or UK there, and then how to build the excitement of events going, Ghanaian events going, especially amongst the Ghanaian audience and possibly the African audience there. That is what they haven't been able to crack.
But do you know that even with this, it's also one way or the other some form of promotion?
And
even with this,
yes,
the brighter side is,
it is promotion for both of them.
Exactly.
But the truth of the matter is, where they are pinning each other to, and you see, in as much as at the end of the day it's promotion, the man is pissed. The audio he just played, this is not a calm person who is seeing the promotional side yet.
Okay.
This is a very pissed person who doesn't want a certain tag put on himself or sabotage your brand.
And do you know why?
Why?
Let me give you gist. Say gist.
Gist.
Say gist.
Gist.
Okay, so I'll tell you this, that the two, and this has to do with Dennis of Akwaaba, UK.
Okay.
A very, very fine, honorable gentleman. And he's contributed a lot to the event space and promoting,
I know him.
yes, promoting Ghanaian artists in the UK, especially in the UK. He's done a lot for the culture. And he has worked closely with the Stonebwoy team and Stonebwoy for long. Now, most of the promotion, whether the event is being organized by Live Nation, the promotion, the on-ground activation is run most of the time through Akwaaba UK, Dennis of Akwaaba UK. Okay. Some of the biggest Ghanaian events that have happened in London, he is the brain behind them. Whether it's through SMAID, he participated effectively in the Kwame Eugene Kiddy event that happened at the O2. So he's no novice in this space. He's a big figure in this space. And for the word sabotage to be placed on him, that is what he doesn't like, because it's his work, it's his livelihood. So it does on per se come across he's skewed towards one artist, and because this is what is going to happen in the long run. And I'm so happy that the other event, that is the Akwaaba UK West Coast and Alodius event, it's not being headlined by a figure like Shatawali, because it would have been a different conversation.
Of course,
it would have moved from
from sabotage
to
satabut.
And what does that mean?
And say Danieni. I mean Kebe Danieni.
I'm so happy, because with this, even with this, Shatter's tweet that he's going to support that event in London also sparked a different conversation. I'm just happy that on Kahun, because Obekahun say Kim, it will take a different twist altogether. Dennis is worried that as a businessman who's been doing this for close to 30 years, he's been putting Ghana there. He doesn't want that term sabotage. That is one thing that he's not happy with that.
Come to think of it, aside, I understand that he doesn't want the word sabotage.
Yes.
But
and it's the internet era.
You are coming to do an event in the same location to the same audience. Of course, I'll use every tactics in my book to get your audience. Like it's somebody's event or beyond investment. We are all protecting our pocket too.
Exactly.
So like I get that he doesn't want the word sabotage, but anything I would do that's correct or possibly sometimes a bit unconventional to get the audience as well, I will do it.
No.
It's a competition.
Especially if you have a personal relationship with a person.
It's business. At this point,
No.
it's not
All of them
a
need-
personal
In the
relationship.
name of business, we don't have to ruin personal relationships.
Oh no, we are not ruining. We are working.
No, we are not working. At that
I've
point,
not come to remove your plug.
No, at that point, we are not working. We are not working.
No, we are working. No, we are as but we are not working together.
I understand. But, so the fact that I'm working this morning doesn't mean I have to run you down.
But he hasn't run him down.
No, you use the word sabotage.
That's what I'm saying. That aside that word that has been used, no.
That word was not used by, and I want us to clarify this. It's not being used by any of the camps.
So what is the problem if it hasn't been used?
Okay, so let's listen to Chief as he also stepped away from the word sabotage.
I don't even want to use the word sabotage because I don't even want to use the word sabotage. I don't even want to use the word sabotage because if it happens like that, you are more or less putting the heads of the artists together when we are supposed to be a united front. I don't even want to use the word sabotage because if it happens like that, you are more or less putting the heads of the artists together.
Listen, this morning I'm preaching peace.
He didn't use
something that I don't really do.
Slave. He didn't use it. He didn't use the word sabotage.
Anything I make us say. Make us say. It is not a word that was used or that has been used by any of the camps.
Yeah.
But it was put out there.
It was a narrative out there.
It was put out there. Something that is going on. Hey, Stone, you in show. Hey, somebody want to sabotage somebody.
And some even want to make reference to some things Alodia has said in the past about Stone to make a certain correlation.
Yes.
But,
so I did an editorial on my platform. Street is watching on YouTube. Fan base analysis, I will leave that to the floor. Let it be on that. But let's do an intellectual discussion on it this morning. As an artist, and I'll speak from the artist's perspective before I look at the event organizer's perspective. As artists, their egos, we already know, gets bruised when there's some form of comparison that is done. No artist in this world or here in Ghana will tell me, DJ Slim, right in the face, that they don't care when they are being compared. They really don't like that.
Unless the comparison is going up.
If the comparison is going up, oh, Charlie, you then Beyonce.
Yeah,
that one, then Michael Jackson. Then they like But they don't like comparison when it's diagonal. They like horizontal. But diagonal ones, they know they like them like that. So let me say this. That interview that Alodia granted, I'm sure, and I'm just saying I am sure because I don't have any information to back it. I'm sure it did not land well with Kambim. So if they form any impression that it is the event that clashes with theirs on the 8th of March in London, it's a move to sabotage theirs, they would use that as a base. They will use that clip as a base.
He wants to justify the
earlier statement that he made that Stone doesn't have a strong base in London. Me pacho muti menkomoni.
Kahoni bion, sisubium.
Okay, Messi Subium. Remix.
Yes.
So, Alodia made a statement on Radio XYZ that when it comes to fan base in the UK, Stone doesn't have that type of push or base. He doesn't have the numbers. Now, he is one part of the 3 event organizers putting together this event. Because it's him, Alodia, his junior brother, West Coast, and Dennis of Akwaba, UK. These are the 3 event organizers. Okay. Now, from the artist's perspective, if they will use or they will assume that there's a move to sabotage their event, it will be based on that statement. I hope you get it.
I understand.
Because it is, they would also say, and I feel say, it is a move to confirm that Yekasa Akwan only fan base will land. This is why we are saying that. But then, there's also a twist to this same issue.
Is that not a reckless statement?
In fact, is there another word we can use apart from reckless? That is quite harsh.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. No, I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. I could have said it's a reckless statement, but I'm asking, is it not a reckless statement?
It is, especially as an event organizer.
Have they not used Stonebwoy for any events there before?
Exactly. So, what the engineer no crown tunching. Same artist that you BBC.
Okay.
Same artist, right? There is a voice note that your junior brother West Coast, who is also a part of the event organizers of that same event, claiming that they reached out to Stone for him to be a part of that event, to book the artist for that same. And that voice note and the text that it came with were left unanswered.
Stone, was that after Alodia has said what he said?
Yes.
Stone has every right to be angry.
I would
Because if I don't have audience, why they can't book me for your event?
Oh, Tilly, we are one plug. Don't do. I'm not finished.
Okay. So, Nana Twaso.
Try base.
Nana Twaso.
Give me 8 years in power. Vote for me.
I saw you one plug.
Plug ne.
Me feel Stonebwoy.
Please.
Twaso.
So now, the issue is one side of the three event organizers. Mm-hmm. There is some form of friction between that person, i.e. Alodia, and Camp Beam. Because I'm wondering, why didn't Stone answer Alodia's text? Why didn't he reply? Why didn't he reply the voice note?
I don't get audience. Why they post me for your show talk? Mm-hmm.
And I can't, as I'm sitting here, I do not have any information to back it.
Oh, yeah. So they're all kind of...
Yes, that is all. I don't have any information to back it. So I am open to accept information, but this is what I know so far.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I heard his brother's part saying they asked him whether he's available.
Yes. And there's a voice note to that.
For a certain month. Yeah.
Yes.
And also, I heard Alodia when he went on XYZ.
Okay.
For that conversation where he said.
For clarity, let me play that one also. This is Alodia on XYZ talking about Shatta and that's right here. Okay. Talking about Shatta and Stone.
Now, what is this like Shatawale, Stonebwoy, Sarkodie? Let me start by asking, who amongst these three is very popular in the UK?
Shatawale, of course.
Please, did I hear you right?
Because, it's Shatta. Because Shatta is doing very well in London right now. Not only in London, even in Ghana, America, everywhere, And if, let's say, for instance, if they say I should pick these three artists to have a show, and who will get more people, I'll go for Shatta.
Now, are we trying to suggest that the populace in London will love Shatawale songs better than Stonebwoy songs?
Well, I'm not saying about the song. I'm just saying if I put a show together, if we're talking about musician, artists, if we say we're breaking it down, it's not only the song,
Yeah. That's true.
You understand? It's a lot. It's your stage craft, what you do, the way you communicate with people. It's a lot. So I won't say that any artist is doing better songs than other. You get me? But what I'm saying to you, if I say I should put a show together, both of them will get crowd, but Shatta will get more crowd than Stonebwoy and Sarkodie.
All right.
It's a fact. Sometimes, in our industry, if we speak the facts, people don't want to hear it, or then they will think, oh, you don't like the artist, or you got something against the artist. It's not like that.
Okay.
So that is Alodia.
This is Alodia.
I want to be sure.
And this is 4 years ago.
Yeah.
For clarity, with the Don Chega on Hits FM. 4 years ago. 2 years ago, he also made similar statement on XYZ with Ajiman. Yeah. So this goes a long way to paint the picture that this is.
Oh, I now understand the conversation. It's Alodia and Tokwa and Abesane. Then a small program. Yay!
Unyanya full information.
Hey, still you are. Any patrol.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Because
okay.
Information will ask you. Cause I just.
Now, 2018. 2018, I'm taking you back. Ghana Music Awards UK, you know that is a strictly Alodia promotion event. And Stone actually left Ghana to support Alodia. He performed. But guess what? The ultimate title for the Artist of the Year that year went to Shatta Wale in London. I don't want to say...
As after he headlined it.
That part of the conversation is very intricate and it has to be
offloaded.
Offloaded.
I'm not going to touch it. Please, it's on the plate. Whatever you do with it, it is for you.
No. First of all, did Stone book his own ticket to go and support a brother without taking any money for the performance or anything? Also, when you look at that year, and I don't really remember the details of 2018. Was and their scheme per whatever thing that their metrics of whether it's a hit or whatever was Shatta Wale prominent
better than Stone that year.
So then when you look at all that, then you can say the award scheme is firm on this ground. So whether or not you came to support us or whatever, if you're not the artist, they will give you. However, did they pay him for his performance? Did they pay for his tickets, or he just went to support a brother, hoping that he will get the ultimate award as a reward for his support? And really a very difficult conversation to have.
You are so right, but you use the word fair and firm. And now, when you use these words, me way I put the narrative out. I am in support, or I believe once Stonebwoy made an appearance that he should win the Artist of the Year. Please, I want to myself. I want to disassociate myself from this. I am just presenting
the facts.
What I know so far.
Okay.
And these may not even be fact. I'm just saying what I know.
Okay.
From myself.
Okay.
I can't get it wrong when you are saying I should write about myself. This is what I know. Please. I want to disassociate myself. Now, we all know the rivalry between these two wonderful artists. We know that we can't run away from it. So, an event like that happens, right in his face. His rival is being given an award. And I'm trying to live in the artist's mind. I'm not saying that is what the artist is saying. His rival is being given the award. Fast forward, the organizer of the event gets on radio and in an interview twice. He said that, myself, I no get base for London. I no get fan base for there. I'm thinking, and this is me just thinking, it would be extremely hard for me to deal with that promoter. Even if there is a personal relationship, I'm sure that personal relationship between them might be bruised by that.
My question
but then,
was Dennis not privy to these things that Alodia has said, knowing that he's person with Alodia now?
Tobias, Dennis will come into the conversation.
Hey.
I say Oshin movie. I watched Oshin from class 4 to class 6.
I said I was
still they were showing it. So this is the case. Fast forward 20, that was last year, right? Stonebwoy won Ghana Music Awards UK Artist of the Year, right? That was last year. After winning the Telecel Ghana Music Awards, he also won that of UK. That's just last year. But let me wrap up.
Okay, what's that? No, Dennis event.
No. That's still Alodia's event.
JMA UK.
Hey, Papa, don't want to shut up cage, and then you know.
They shut up perform.
No, and then some car that year, Mrs. Award, not shut up cage,
No.
And UK when he descended from the sky.
Yeah, it was
in the
last
cage.
Year. Yeah, in the cage.
From the.
Yeah, it was the award. That was the award, right?
So Shatta was there, but Stone.
No. I'm not saying that year. I'm saying that same award. No,
he's just making a reference.
Cage, some years ago.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now I know where. Now I understand where the conversation is going from.
So this is the relationship between one of the event organizers of the show and Beam. Now. There is also another event that also transpired. I mean, between Camp Beam and Dennis of Aquaba UK. Mind you, these two, they have a sweet and lovely relationship. Prior to an event that happened here in Accra, and I gave all the details on my podcast on Street is Watching, where there were several, I mentioned several names. Frankie Five was there. Small God was there. And it had to do with the British High Commission end of year party, where Stone was invited and something happened between Stone and Dennis.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Was it coded or it was...
Mean to me, my details now. But anything I'm starting, me say, I will use my platform this morning to preach peace.
So, from where you are coming from, you feel with the messages, conversations, texts gone behind the scene,
yes,
you feel there's something, but you want to preach peace in all of the turbulence at backstage.
Two of the event organizers have had some form of personal issues with Stone or my tree.
So
like then scratch them about this small.
Common denominator in
yes.
all this.
So if you want to do, you have to just cancel the top and cancel the
and find why.
And then find why. That would be the means of the subject.
Hey, I thought okay. We're not court case.
and surprisingly, this year that Stonebwoy has a show, they are uniting to put together.
So it's giving.
Now about the ladies.
Exactly.
The ladies headline.
Exactly.
It's giving sabotage.
It's giving.
And now we to share that case. I don't want to say the word sabotage.
Yes.
But
yes,
no, I can't. He doesn't want to say.
Exactly.
It's a lot of course, baby.
But I have had a personal conversation.
And that's when you do by a story. You're the TikTok time. True.
Charlie. Yeah. I've had a personal convo with two of the people involved in this. I've had a convo, assembling in a series after my editorial, because I was picking intel, and after I put the editorial out, I started getting calls, people giving me, details of several events that also happened and why it happened and the aftermath of all that. And I would say that it be a bang in our local parlance. It be a bang in a tree. There's a reason why of all the events happening during the 8th of March, there are two events that people are talking about. And that has to be the fact that Obia contributed immensely to uplifting the brand Ghana. Whether it's the event organizer or the organizers or the artists, they are contributed, and they are all fighting for one common thing, that is expanding and pushing the territory, the Ghana brand out there. I can single all of them out. I can talk about West Coast and his immense contribution into pushing brand Ghana out there. I can talk about Alodia, the number of events that he's done, putting artists on and making sure that they get that level of mileage. I can talk about Dennis of Aquaba UK and his contribution immensely. Oh my Juma.
The way I'm seeing this thing, if they don't take the peace angle that you are talking about, the only brand that I know will suffer is Stonebwoy.
Let's not.
No, it is true. Unless we don't want to speak the truth.
No, it is
because these people reside there. Mm-hmm. They have the audience, and I'm sure over the years, they have introduced, or Stonebwoy one way or the other has benefited from the work they've done, accumulating the UK audience, the Ghanaian UK audience events goers. What you saying?
They have a data.
They have exactly.
Yeah.
So I am sure, Pastor, unless Stonebwoy is telling me that he's going to partner with different promoters that have access to give him another audience or the same audience, but not to go to this part. Because even Smith, as you said, Smith partners with Dennis and Co. when they want to do an event that targets the Ghanaian audience. Speak out the kiddie event show. Yeah. So if you are unless of course Stonebwoy is 100% sure that per his brand, he has the audience there as Alodia, contrary to what Alodia said. he can gather and use his team to gather all that audience to show them somebody says, I get a film. But until then, these are people that are on the ground that have access, direct access to the audience you are targeting. That even promoters that are able to fill O2 the arenas feel like I have to tap into them if I want to target a particular kind of audience group. And at the end of the day, no, they're only cool, but we do. And this is not just one person. These are two of the big ones. And now we see West Coast bit at all.
West Coast is a lot than me.
West Coast is a lot than me. Blood brother.
If you talk about Charlie, this thing go hard. And you know, these men, they all have ego. So they don't forgive either.
Okay. So what I'm saying,
they will take the peace, but they won't forgive this guy.
No, they will have to take the peace because we are all fighting for Ghana. We are all fighting for Ghana. It is the only way for all of us to know that Charlie, at the end of the day, you know, it's Ghana first.
We are all fighting for Ghana, but somebody is in opposition and somebody is in power.
Understood.
We are all fighting for Ghana, but
understood. And that is why I started my submission earlier by saying the only reason why we fight is for peace. We are fighting this morning, and this morning we've talked. My Trinity is also paying.
You have done the show for us
because we want peace. There's a different. It would have been different if, like, some other external event organizer day inside. And yes, we can point that out by talking about Live Nation's involvement in this, because Live Nation is the one putting together the up and running tour when it comes to the UK one. It's Live Nation.
The same, Dennis.
No, that is Aquaba UK, but Live Nation is different.
Okay, so
Live Nation is putting it together, but most of the time this is what happens. If Live Nation is putting together a show, they need local event promoters to drive it. So somebody like Dennis of Aquaba UK, he works hand in hand with Live Nation. They will reach out to him and give him a budget to push a Ghanaian event.
So it comes back to what I just said.
Exactly, because he has the database. Meba. Before we jump to conclusion, Mr. Rao.
Oh, this conversation won't have conclusion. No?
We can't.
We won't have until the 8th.
So I am saying, please, please, for the sake of Mother Ghana, I know both parties. You love Ghana so much. You want to see the flag being raised. Yes, Ghana succeed. Mr. Rao. Oh.
It will be our pocket. Ghana and Kombe Janaka by our program diaspora for no be Ghana.
At the end of the day, okay, so let me tell you this. If we put together, or if you stage an event out there and then people come and consume Ghanaian music, they get to consume Ghanaian food and drink. As much as the event organizer makes some money, why are you looking at me with that side?
It is the money that's making them do it. Get the Ghana pushing. Yeah, they have just found a niche in the Ghana market.
I want us to look at this one critically.
No, I understand that
now
it pushes Ghana.
Exactly.
But I'm saying that is not the ultimate thing. That is not the base of whatever they are doing.
It doesn't need to be the ultimate thing.
Yeah, it's in the first interest for the organizer there.
Let me expand.
It's his pocket.
Let me expand.
And that is why the friction has come.
Okay, so let me expand this, right?
Because it's about Ghana, they will come together and do and promote Ghana.
Me person me chiro adie bi kitwa bi. Shares personal. Let me give you the scenario. Now, prior to December in Ghana, there was a movement that was started by Dennis of Aquaba UK called December in Ghana.
And
now this movement was pushed by Aquaba UK. They had Aquaba France. They had, I think there was another one. And Aquaba Ghana, which was headlined by DJ Mensa. Now they will put together a series of parties.
Free?
No, paid for.
Of course, exactly.
Maybe. And I'm going to let you know the rippling effect of that.
I know
these
that,
parties started driving people from, especially the UK. Now, if you check the footpath in Ghana during the festive season, you realize that there's a large chunk of them, the countries, the nationals that make way to Ghana, there's a large chunk of them coming in from UK. Why? Because a certain Danish sat down and realized that, me pesca, what do you mean pesca? It's not even for Ghana. I'm looking for money. Let me organize parties. And now, years down the line, and these things have been happening for long. Years down the line, Ghana is now benefiting that our tourism report will state that we've made 2.5 billion, and it's because somebody started something.
Slim, are you saying this
so,
for the audience that are listening or for me? Because me, I know all the of this.
I'm just putting it out there for the audience.
Okay.
That whether they are looking for their own money, there is also an external benefit, and that benefit,
of course, and the same benefit goes if Stonebwoy does his show and he goes there. But at this point, the rift is not because of Ghana; they are rifting because of their pockets.
So I'm just trying to let them know.
So see, two Ghana flags will be raised if they are able to do the shows concurrently. Yes. So that will benefit Ghana in the same way.
Exactly.
But the rift is coming because Obi Philly said audience and tell your soul say and so your check. And we
Tilly, you are too stubborn for my liking.
I want to believe they will all have their audience. And I want to believe that they will even look beyond the Ghanaian audience and try and rope in, target some non-Ghanaians as well. So
definitely,
that at the end of the day, they will all be able to have a successful show. Because if you look at where they've gotten to now, I don't see that any of the parties will back down for the other, because
lot of them. And I'm not saying that they should.
I understand they have incurred a lot of costs.
Yes.
I mean, from booking artists to venue to other event logistics, among others. So
it's not easy.
Now they all need to play their A games, use a plan A, plan B to drive the numbers to the various venues, so that at the end of the day, Ghana music wins. But I don't want this seeming rifts to degenerate into something.
Exactly.
It should even stay there. Tomorrow, if somebody is organizing event, somebody should organize. But it shouldn't degenerate into.
Exactly.
You know where I'm going.
Exactly.
Where it will end up becoming a whole lot of issues. I mean, we want, because yabom krano yentimi nseho ene emu bechiche or top. So I mean, we need some strategy. You know, we need to be very strategic in our projection of Ghana music beyond our borders, and that will not augur well for us if we have a lot of division and personal idiosyncrasies to satisfied. We need to be very, very strategic in our ways, and at times assembly be any the dance here they can't. So I'm sure maybe now Alodia, if he's looking back, he'll be very because there's some of the conversation or some of the comments went past. If you're not careful, you'll say that maybe he's been biased against Stonebwoy, and over the years he's been very blunt with some of the things he says about Stonebwoy. And I think coming from him, and
that the truth of the matter is, as an event promoter who deals with numbers and deals with the appeal on the ground to get people, it's not wrong that he said it. But then it also comes to back to this conversation we are having today. Okay, what is the effect of that thing you said?
Exactly.
Because there's a problem, but he should have been in the best position to give us the data of which artist has that energy here. Because you might get the audience for them. It is a hype for Ghana. But on that ground there, you don't have that hype. And it could, please listen to me before they throw you into problem. It could be very true that when you go to their audience, they prefer Shatta over Stone. It could be true. But as an event organizer who knows that I will not always use Shatta Wale for my event all the time, sometimes I rely on Stonebwoy. How did this serve you saying that out? And
Tilly, even it's not even about his event. If you are not careful,
you might run the brand down.
Yes, if what you are saying is not fact, yes,
yeah,
it will not be. Because you are not the only event organizer out there. The other event organizers. So if you are not careful, it's like you are in a way. And why, especially when it's not based on facts. And I don't think that you even need to talk about it.
For him, I think he's saying it is based on facts. As I said, he works with.
I want to believe.
The data. Like I'm sure he works with the
data. Because if that's
not
the case, it's like you are causing harm to somebody's brand. And with his experience, he needs to live beyond some of these things. When people are even pushing you, questions to mean, how in a way put you against a certain brand, you should be very smart enough to run away from. I'm not sure Akwaba UK Dennis will allow himself to be entangled in such conversation where he will be made to talk about the artist power of one artist over the other.
Yeah.
But you see, the truth of the matter is, honestly, if we're looking at it critically, Alodia, as I said, he's the best person. I can't talk about the energy of Stone, Shatta, or any artist in the UK than Alodia. What you say, than Alodia. But you see, it is tact. The ability to tell somebody to go to hell in such a way that they prepare for the trip. Tact, he has to be tactful. We have sat on radio and we have said so many times that Stonebwoy is the king of Debe of Shatawale. How do you think Shatawale feels? But the truth of the matter be say, for every event, there is a particular artist that appeals to that kind of audience or that kind of event. And that is where I was hoping Alodia's conversation would have leaned more, rather than making a big statement or a bracket statement or a blanket or whatever statement that says that when you look at it holistically or in general, Shatta has more audience or has more appeal than Stone. What if it is a private event that they want Stonebwoy? As Adam said, what can a tour event organizer will say, oh, first Stone, they can have Shatta. But if Bisonanka, that kind of event, the best person that would have fit was Stone. It's been one part there. I think he said whatever he said on fact. Per where he sits as an event organizer and a promoter, you cannot mention and leave Alodia's name. But I think
Tilly,
it wasn't that with tact.
Tilly,
that is all it is.
Tilly, if you use the word fact, that means you also buttress it. No.
I mean, I'm just making room for error. I don't think Alodia will make such a statement, a loose statement like that without fact. I don't think, no, he won't do that.
Same as Alodia, at a point, was saying that we will need about 20 artists or so to be able to fill the O2. I mean, at times, some of the statements which come.
No, but is he wrong? Have we filled the O2 without the 20 yet? So you can't disprove that, because if we have that, if one person or two or 19 have gone to fill, Alodia was wrong. No, but we haven't done it yet. So maybe we can need the 20.
As an experienced promoter, you don't speak this way.
Nope, Adam, you cannot disprove it if we haven't
done it.
Yes, but you can't say he didn't do his checks before he said it.
No, I mean, with where he stands, I mean, at times you can say, I said me now, but
have we done that? Has any Ghanaian?
But that does not mean that.
No, hold on.
The fact that we have not done doesn't mean one artist cannot do.
Actually, you cannot be emotional about it, because
it's not about emotions, but it's about, I mean, the command the person wills in the industry
and
how tactful it should be. But does that also mean that?
No, but the conversation is: has anybody done to the contrary? But
that also doesn't mean that it has to take 20 people to do that.
No, but
the fact that somebody has not done.
Has somebody done with TV?
So does it mean it cannot be done? What are you talking about?
But we haven't done it. That's the thing. He is making a statement.
Haven't done is
Adam. He's
Slim,
saying
if
that
you are here,
one by one. Hold on.
Slim, if you are here, I'm coming. I'm on the floor. If you are here, no. If you are here, and the fact that you've not gone abroad, you've not gone to UK, doesn't mean that you can't go to UK. I mean that's about the premise and the conclusion.
Nope.
The fact that you've not gone to UK doesn't mean
and I've not gone to the UK.
Yeah,
truly,
doesn't mean you can't go to the UK.
No,
yes,
but that's not the premise of the conversation.
That's the premise of the fact that somebody. What is apple? The fact that somebody, a Ghanaian, has not filled the O2 doesn't mean a Ghanaian can do it. It has to take 20 people. That's what I'm saying. What is the apple here? Where's the orange?
Okay, now you just said the apple. I take the orange. Listen.
So what is the
Alodia said that a Ghanaian, whatever, cannot. It will take 20. As we sit here now, no Ghanaian artist, whether being 2 headliner, whether being 19. Now, because he said 20, the threshold is 19. Has even been able or have been able collectively to fill the O2. So as we sit here,
they've not done it. Doesn't mean they can't do it.
There's no data to back that.
No, as we sit here, what he said stands. Nobody has done it. And the only way you can.
So it means nobody cannot do it. Nobody can do it.
I'm saying that the only way you
That
can say what you can say. No, it doesn't fall flat.
It falls flat.
Because it hasn't been disproved.
The point you are making that doesn't mean that it cannot be done.
There are a lot of things that people think cannot be done.
So where is the apple and the
until
orange?
you do it, it cannot be done. Have you done it?
No,
Has any artist done it? Nobody has done it.
Okay,
so he is right.
Femodin. This morning the studio is too hot. I think we started with the wrong topic. It's just too hot. I'm even having a migraine. Oh, it's too hot. Hey.
No, I'm just saying, sir, until an artist...
It can be done.
It can be done, but I'm just saying, sir, until it's done, whatever he said stands.
It's needless for me.
Oh, please, it stands.
Please.
It's needless for me.
No, it stands. So now the artists have to be pushed. The artists must feel.
Make it stand in your hands. No. By me, it be bogus.
No, it stands for me.
I won't use needless. It's bogus.
Please, don't be saying something to a man of his caliber. He doesn't speak bogusly.
I said that point.
No, but I'm saying, sir, until our artists feel bold enough to go and fill that part, what he said is
they can do it, Massa.
They can do it, but they haven't done it. And he says
Adam is preaching positivity this morning.
Yes,
he's saying
if somebody is not married, does it mean he can't marry?
Until you are married, you can't. You are not married. That is all he's saying. Until you marry, you haven't done it.
But it doesn't also make sense. It doesn't also make sense for you to, because the person is not married, you say you can't marry. But that's the point he's making. He's saying you
about marriage. When you're about marriage, when you're about event that deals with numbers.
And the person is being categorical. That's the point you are missing. He's being categorical that one cannot do it.
Okay,
until I'm saying a bogus point. What was a bogus point? I'm making bogus.
I would try.